already, Lee?
Yes, I have eaten dinner.
Okay, so what did you eat?
I have eaten rice
Mm-hmm.
and spring rolls.
Wow, spring rolls. I think Vietnamese foods are, I mean, like I should say, they are very good in making spring rolls because I had tasted one. Wow, it's so yummy.
Mm.
So, how about, do you know how to make spring rolls?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so let me open our lesson. We ended last time on page 65, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check first. Okay. Last meeting, yeah, page 65. So we will continue. 65. Let me make it faster. Okay. So we will continue with okay, this lesson. We are already here in clothings. So can you please read padded jacket, Lee?
Uh, a padded jacket called a doublet.
Okay. So this is a padded jacket. Okay, this is how padded jacket looks like. You know, wearing this one, you will really feel like, okay, this might be really making you sweat a lot because see, it's really a padded jacket. It's called a doublet. Okay, so wearing like that before, yeah, I think this will cause you to sweat more. And hat, can you please define what hat is? This
Hats
hat that they are wearing.
hats were designed to match the rest of the outfit.
Okay, and the new look skirt.
A new look skirt was full and long, with a small waist.
Okay, the new look skirt was full and long with a small waist. So it's like this. Okay, it's with a small waist, but it's long. Okay, so that's their new look skirt before. And we have here, okay, let's go here. Okay, you have read already last time the traditional costume of Japanese, right? And Indian. So we'll proceed to weaving. What is weaving?
Weaving, the cotton, silk, wool, or linen material used to make clothes is woven on a loom.
Mm,
Different colors can be used to make patterns, such as
mm,
checks or strips,
stripes.
or
Okay, this is
stripes.
called, this one is weaving. Okay, so you can see here some um materials like cotton, silk, wool, or linen material. Yeah, it can be using different color threads. Okay, it can be stripes. Okay, used to make patterns. So that's weaving. So that's how they make their clothes before. And we have here a suit now. Okay, this is the new generation. Okay, so um, as time goes by, the clothings of people change. Okay, from from wearing toga, from wearing tunic, okay, into long skirts, padded jackets, and then so on and so forth until we have this suit. Okay, suit is really not, we cannot say new generation, but this is already um like the new era. Okay, and until now we still use suit for some formal occasions. So can you read suit traditionally and then this one? Okay.
A suit is often worn with a shirt and tie. Traditionally, the bottom button of a suit jacket should be left undone.
Mm-hmm.
Smart suits all around the world, business men and women, wear wear a suit or a jacket. and matching pants. The
Mm.
suit was developed in Europe during the 18,000 and
1800s.
is a 1800
Mm.
and is a practical uniform for work or other formal occasions.
Okay, that's very true. So now we know that the suit was developed in Europe during the 1800s. Okay, so that's a good trivia. And of course, this is a practical uniform used for some formal occasions. So we can notice in every suit that the bottom button, okay, in a suit jacket, it should be left undone here. Okay, there should it should not be like this. If it's like this, then it's not a suit anymore. Okay, it should be left undone here on the bottom part, and only here in the lower part is tied or bottomed with buttons. So that's it. That's how suit goes like. Now let's proceed to clouds. If you don't have any questions with some clothing, let's proceed to clouds. Can you please define what clouds is, Lee?
Clouds Clouds are made of tiny droplets of water or ice. They form when air that contains water rises and cools, as well as making rain, snow, and hail. Clouds have control our planet's temperature.
Okay, that's good. So clouds are made of tiny droplets of water or ice. They form when the air that contains water rises and cools, so making rain, snow, and hail. Clouds help control them. Okay, clouds help control our planet's temperature. So today we will know what are the kinds of clouds. Okay, are you the person that is fond of looking into clouds, Lee? Okay, so we have here some types of clouds. Okay, can you please read it?
Type of clouds. There are many different types of cloud. Some float very high up, while
Mm,
others reach the ground. Clouds
hug the
may look
ground.
Clouds may look white and
Mm,
fluffy
fluffy.
or dark and stormy.
Okay. So there are many different types of clouds that you will find out tonight. So some clouds are floating high up, and some clouds are like going down or hugging the ground. So some clouds looks white and some clouds look fluffy, some clouds look dark and stormy, so it also depends upon the weather. So we will learn the different types of clouds tonight. So we have here cirrus. Can you please read?
Cirrus. Their wispy clouds form very high up in the air.
Okay, so this is cirrus. So these wispy clouds form very high up in the air. So you can usually see these forms up in the air, very high. Okay, so it was placed on the highest part up in the air. That's cirrus, and it looks like this. Now, how about altostratus?
Altostratus. These clouds form a thin sheet across the sky.
Okay, so altostratus, Lee, is part of medium level clouds. It belongs to medium level clouds. These clouds form a thin sheet across the sky. This one, it looks like a sheet. Okay, so when it appears like that, that is what we call altostratus. We also have altocumulus. This is altocumulus. Can you please read?
Altocumulus. These clouds are broken into segments or cloudlets.
Okay, so altocumulus clouds that are broken into segments or cloudlets. How about cirrostratus?
Cirrostratus. These thin clouds are made of tiny ice crystal.
Okay, cirrostratus are also together with altocumulus and altostratus. They are part of medium level clouds. So these are thin clouds made of tiny ice crystals. So you can see it looks thin, right? and they are made
Uh,
of ice crystals. So how about the low level clouds? First, we have stratus. Can you please read, Lee?
Stratus. These flat sheets of clouds can be white or gray.
Okay, so stratus. These flat sheets of cloud can be white or gray. So it looks like this. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's gray. It's a flat sheet of cloud, and this is a low level cloud. How about cumulonimbus?
Cumulonimbus. Towering and huge. Cumul- Cumulonimbus clouds are often seen during thunderstorms.
Okay, so since these are low level clouds, so we can visibly see it. Okay, our human eyes can visually see it because these clouds are on a low level part. Cumulonimbus, this one. Okay, so this appear oftenly when there are thunderstorms. So if you see a clouds looking like this after the thunderstorm, so that is cumulonimbus. How about nimbus stratus? Can you please read the?
Nimbus stratus. Tall and gray. These clouds bring hours of rain or snow.
Very good. So this is nimbus stratus. It's still a low level cloud. It's tall and gray. Okay, you can see it here. And these clouds bring hours of rain or snow. So nimbus stratus doesn't just bring rain, but it also brings snow. So these are only applicable to those countries who are barely experiencing snow in their place. So this is nimbus stratus. It's tall and it's gray. How about cumulus?
Cumulus. These fluffy heaps of clouds are often seen on sunny, breezy days.
Okay, so cumulus is very common to us because we can really see it usually in the morning. Okay, when it's sunny, when the weather is breezy, so we can see some fluffy heaps of cloud, and it looks like that. It's for me it looks like shining brighter than the other than any other clouds that appears on the other time. This is cumulus. Now let's proceed to okay, the lower part, temperature control. Can you please read, Lee? Temperature control.
Temperature control. Clouds reflect the sun's heat, stopping the earth from getting too hot. They
Mm.
also trap heat below them, so a cloudy night is warmer than a clear one.
Okay, that's good. So temperature control, it says here clouds reflect the sun's heat. So stopping the earth from getting too hot, they trap heat below them. So a cloudy night is a warmer than a clear one. So when it's cloudy night, what happens, Lee? It's
It's warmer
okay, it's
than a clear
warmer.
one.
Yes, so when it's a clear night, so it's not really that warm. So this is what we call temperature control. Like the cloud itself, the clouds reflects the sun's heat. So example for the cumulus, because the sun is hot and it's shining, it's setting, so it reflects the cloud. So the cumulus, as you can see, it looks so bright when it usually appears during sunny and breezy days. So that's what temperature control is like. How about this one? Clouds reflect, and then this one, clouds trap. Okay, can you please read it?
Clouds reflect heat from the sun. Clouds trap heat reflect from the earth.
Okay, so if clouds can reflect heat coming from the sun, it can also trap heat reflected from the earth. So you can see here, this is the sun. Okay, when the sun shines, it reflects heat from the clouds. Okay, this is the clouds. And this is the earth. On the other hand, this is the earth. And the clouds trap heat from the earth. So if example, the earth is very hot because of human beings activity, like too much pollution in the place. Okay, activities that like how will I say this, garbages or burning objects through fire and smokes in the forest or air or weather or any kinds of pollution that causes the earth to be so hot, like the climate change, like what we had mentioned last time. So that can also cause the earth to really be hot, so the clouds can trap heat reflected from the earth itself. So that's the effect of temperature control. That's how it's like. And another thing here is UFO. I would like to ask you, Lee, can you answer me? Do you believe in UFO?
I think
Do you believe in aliens?
um, maybe maybe yes.
Sorry for answering you. I'm not here to convince you that aliens are true or not, but it just seem funny or it's still debatable today because if you read in some books, there are some scientists who attest that there are aliens, while there are other scientists who says there's none. But in some documentary videos or not documentary videos, some educational videos like Discovery Planet or Animal Planet, there's a certain video there wherein there's a host that says, okay, in this very early morning you can see the UFO, can you see that? Okay, so was it really a UFO, or was what was seen from scientists or any other educational videos or whatsoever, was it really UFO that they have seen? So cloud, is it a cloud or is it a UFO? Can you please read, Lee?
Clouds that do not move can form in the southern air behind areas of high ground, such as mountains. They are shaped like soccer,
Saucers.
saucer or lenses, and have been mistaken for unidentified flying objects
Okay.
(UFO).
Okay, so I would like to ask you, Lee, do you really because you told me, yeah, maybe yes, but do you think it's possible that clouds that don't move can form into um areas of high ground like mountains? They shape like saucers. Okay, you can say this, don't be confused. Okay, like, okay, this is the mountains example, or this is the land. Let's just imagine this is a mountain, and the clouds is here, it's not moving, and it forms into sheltering air behind areas of high ground. Okay, it's up here, and then this is the mountains, this is the clouds that is not moving, and it forms a shape like a saucer, and then later appearing into that area, in that high area, you look at it like it seems like it's a UFO because we are not there, right? We're not there in the space. So just looking from here, it seemingly disguised, or it somehow looks like a UFO. So do you think it's possible that a cloud can really appear like a UFO?
Uh,
Lee?
I I think um uh
Do you think it's possible? Yes or no?
mm, I think I think
Yeah, it's just on your own.
I,
No need to be worried about the answer. Up to you only. Like for you, just for you. Do you think it's possible or not?
I think it's not possible.
It's not possible. Okay, so it's just a cloud that forms like a saucer or like a lens appearing, looking like an unidentified flying object. That's what you mean, right? Okay, so let's proceed to coding. Okay, now we'll go to coding. Can you please read? Okay,
Coding
coding.
computers. Coding computers follow instruction from special programs. These instructions are known as code, and writing them is called coding. Code can be written in many different coding languages.
Okay, so this is an interesting topic, Lee, because coding has been used by a lot of people before, especially pre-war or during war times, because this is a signal for them to communicate to each other secretly, and they use codes to connect to each other. Because before there are no such thing as cell phones or any other technological devices, so they use codings to communicate to each other and send signals. Okay, we're okay here. We are already here. Okay, you do this, do that. So they follow codings, and these can be written into different coding languages. So let's find out. Can you please read computer languages? Ready, go.
Computer languages. Programming languages tell computer what to do. This example shows a text-based language called Python.
Python. Okay, Python. So this is what Python looks like, the codings. Okay. So we have here input and output. Can you please read input and output? Okay.
Input instructions are typed into a text window. These instructions tell the computer to show "Hello World"
Mm.
output. When the program is run, it follows the type instruction. Here, the computer screen shows "Hello World."
Okay, so let me ask you, what is the difference between input and output?
Um, I think input instruction are typed into a text window,
Very good.
and output is when the program is run, it follows the type instruction.
Okay, that's good. So when, like, example, you type this kind of code, that's the input and the output is the result. Okay, so it's already there. You can really read it. You can already read it. It's already visible. So that's the difference between input and output. Now, learning to code. Okay, can you please read it, Lee?
Learning to code. Some computer languages are easier to learn than others. Scratch uses colorful blocks of code that you can arrange to make your own games.
Okay, so like in certain aspects, like in the field of games, so learning to code is also very important. So they have here some blocks of code, okay, to arrange or to make their own games. So games like this, they are using block blocks of code to do this game. Can you read the output?
Output. The blocks control the action of the characters here on the stage.
Okay, okay.
Input. Uh, input
Input.
is input is scratch. Coding is done by putting together instruction block.
Okay, so as you can see here, okay, so we have here some menu, okay, of how the game is like. So the input is what? What is input? What is the difference in the in the gaming system? What is the difference between the input and the output?
In output, the blocks control the action of the
Mm-hmm.
characters
Yes.
on the stage. Um, input
Mm-hmm.
is scratch. Coding is done by putting together instruction blocks.
Okay, so for input, you still organize the system. Okay, you click motion. Okay, next one, you need to choose the option. Okay, you input first. Okay, you input first all the instructions together in order to play the game, while the output is you already you are already controlling the actions of the game based on the input that you had provided on the instructions of the game. So it's already timely. On the next class, I will show you a video of some different coding languages, okay, that people used during the ancient times, like Egyptians, okay, and later used into some different countries, especially during the war or some events that have appeared to be using codes as a very important means of medium, especially of communication. Thank you so much. Lee, do you have some questions?
I just
Okay. Thank you so much, Lee. I hope you understand our class and I hope that you find the lesson interesting and helpful for you. I hope you have a great night. Bye bye for now, Lee.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Have a good night.